Okay, so the CIA, well, according to the New York Times, during the Maidan coup, an unmarked U.S. plane carrying the head of the CIA landed in Kyiv. His role was to fuse the CIA and new Ukraine intel services into a regime to wage shadow war on Russia. They built 12 secret spy bases in Ukraine, and they did that for the past 10 years. This is a New York Times report, and somebody please guess who this, anybody want to guess who this CIA guy was that was on this plane that went there to start shit?
Blinken?
Nope. John Brennan, Mr. Deep State himself. So listen to the post of Ukraine Force as part of the CIA-supported network of spy bases constructed in the past 8 years that included 12 secret locations among the Russian border. Before the war, the Ukrainians proved themselves to the Americans by collecting intercepts that helped prove Russia's involvement in the 2014 downing of a commercial jetliner, Malaysian Air Flight 17. The Ukrainians also helped the Americans go after the Russian operatives who meddled in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. So this, by the way, this is 2 years before Putin even did anything with Ukraine. So we are, when people try to be like, oh, we have nothing to do with this and nothing is going on, this is proof. The New York Times is not a right-leaning news publication. They're reporting at time that we were there and we've been stoking this type of war because they want conflict with Russia.
How did they prove that last sentence?
Well, which one? And the Ukrainians also helped the Americans go after the Russian operatives who meddled in the 2016 election.
Who? Ghosts?
Yeah, you weird ghost.
We've figured out that wasn't happening like that, right?
Yeah, by the way, and Pat, if you don't mind, another story that's kind of related in this whole Russia situation, I sent this to Rob. A Russian counter-terrorist group unit prevented a terrorist attack on Tucker Carlson, planned by the main dictator of intelligence of Ukraine. One man was arrested on terrorism charges in Moscow for allegedly accepting payment from Ukrainian intelligence to plant an explosive on Tucker Carlson's vehicle while he was in Russia. I sent Rob the video.
Is this a 26-year-old kid?
I think 26-year-old kid, yeah. He's sitting there, and he's sitting in front of the camera, and he's telling them, he's like, listen, this is what I wanted to do. And they actually had a photo. This is the guy right here. Rob, if you could play that.
Я Васильев Петр Алексеевич, 88 года рождения, уроженец Подольска. В ноябре 23 года был завербован сотрудником ГУР Украины через сеть интернет. Проходил обучение работе со спецсвязью, сбора подрыва взрывных устройств, а также работе с тайниками. 31 января куратор получил задание забрать с тайника взрывное устройство и использовать его для подрыва автомобиля.
Что вам обещали?
Денежное вознаграждение $4000.
Где должно было быть применено взрывное устройство?
На подземной парковке отеля «Фашизм» в Москве. Необходимо было забрать взрывное устройство из тайника и заложить его под транспорт.
Против кого планировалось применить взрывное устройство?
Ну, сообщили.
Why does he talk like he's got a gun to his head?
Well, I mean, they caught it. He's a terrorist. Well, technically, he was going to be a terrorist. What went wrong? I was detained at the staging area. So basically, by the way, you know, people are like, Russia, Tucker should be worried about Russia. Ukraine was like, no. Stop him from going up there, from speaking to Putin at all, to shed any light about what's actually happening, to hear the other side speak. And then speaking of that, Adam, I don't know if you've read this, the CIA-backed Ukrainian intelligence officer just came out and said that Navalny, if you guys know, he passed away about a week ago, died of natural causes. This is Krylo Budanov, chief of the main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine Ministry and Defense, said that Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny died of a blood clot. And this is him on camera. I sent it to Rob. By the way, why would a Ukrainian guy admit that this guy died of natural causes, which is a blood clot? I mean, unless, you know, you want to blame Pfizer, I don't know who you're going to blame for this. It definitely wasn't Putin. I don't think Putin's out there giving blood clots to people. This is him right here talking about the death of Navalny.
І ГУР мається на увазі, і вам особисто, як вбили Навального? І чи, сумніви є?
Я можу вас розчарувати, але те, що нам відомо, він реально загинув від тромба. І це більш-менш підтверджено.
Тобто це природня...
Це те, що ми знаємо. Так.
Природня...
Це взято не з інтернету. Давайте так вам
So stroke, basically, right?
Stroke or something, but I mean, and I know Adam's, my best friend, Putin, turns out to be, he still a bad guy. This wasn't This is coming from a Ukrainian. The head of the Ukrainian intelligence was like, yeah, it turns out it was just a blood clot. Sorry, guys.
Right. I know. When you see all these things, what do you think, Vinny? When you see all these reports, everything you think? It reminds me of, SNL did a thing on TWA 400. And if you go way back in history, it's a TWA flight that crashed in Long Island Sound after takeoff because a fuel tank exploded. And there were people on the ground that actually had pictures at that time that showed something was streaking toward the plane. Yeah. And so the FAA officially said, and NTSB, National Transportation Safety Administration, basically said, well, it was frayed wires in a fuel tank and it detonated the fuel that was in there. And they said, oh, okay. And Saturday Night Live, they said, well, what frayed the wires in the fuel tank? And they said, well, it was probably that damn missile. So it was so you see the point as you get down to it. It's like Kennedy died of natural causes. Really? Yeah, his heart stopped.
Yeah, right?
It's like it's very natural to have your heart stop if your head's blown off. So it's so that would be quite natural. That's what I see in all this. And you've got these people that are out there saying this. The guy was in prison. He's young, of a healthy age.
Well, not necessarily, Tom. He smoked, and there were reports that he was unhealthy. He did a bunch of hunger strikes, which really, really ruined him. He was not a really healthy person. But go ahead, go continue.
Okay, but
go ahead. What?
Regardless, there's more than enough fingerprints on this thing to say that, and we don't want you to see the body for 10 days, allowing what coroners can describe as a contaminating decomposition that your body does. Leave them in a body bag, leave them in there, and let it start breaking down, making it harder for coroners to do their work later. So,
but coming from a Ukrainian, answer me this: why would the head of Ukrainian intelligence say, "Listen, it wasn't
the guy's name from Ukraine?
Kirlo Budanov."
What do you know about him?
He is the chief of main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine Ministry and Defense.
How much credibility do you think he has?
I'll say it one more time. He is the head, the Ministry of Defense.
Okay.
Why would he say anything?
I'm just asking you in
He's
general.
very credible.
Okay.
For Ukraine. Why would he say anything to help Vladimir Putin?
I've never heard of this person, but I'll give you some of the headlines from some of the more credible sources out there. And I'll give you left and right. That way you can't be like, well, CNN said it. The Guardian, Vladimir Putin had Alexei Navalny killed to thwart prisoner swap, allies claim. Putin had Navalny killed to thwart prisoner swap. That's The Guardian again. The Independent, Putin had Alexei Navalny killed to stop prisoner swap, allies claim. Al Jazeera, not exactly a left-wing media outlet, they killed him. Why Putin killed Navalny. CBS, Alexei Navalny's team confirms the death of Putin critic. This is PBS. World leaders blame Putin's government in Russia. So I know that you look at Putin like Gavin Newsom looks at Joe Biden or Tom looks at dead trees. I know that. But I don't know why you're rushing to the defense of Putin. But in all likelihood, Putin, just like he's killed many of his foes, most likely killed Navalny.
But that's speculation. I'm not running to do anything.
Well, I'm citing actual evidence. You're citing some random dude in Ukraine.
You're citing.
I'm not citing evidence?
I'll wait, Adam.
Am I citing evidence or not?
You're citing.
Answer that question.
You're citing news reports, which are news reports. I'm telling you. Wait, ready for this?
I guess news reports hold no water, but Vinny's random fucking opinion. That's the end all be all.
Adam, random opinion. I love. As soon as we think that you're kind of coming back to center, you have
guys. Put a poll. Reuters, AP News, Al Jazeera.
You trust Reuters?
PBS, Al Jazeera, The Independent,
You're quoting Jazeera?
Or Vinny.
You're quoting Al Jazeera? Adam, you're quoting
I'm quoting multiple sources here, Vinny.
Al Jazeera? You, of all people, are quoting Al Jazeera?
Why can't I quote Al Jazeera?
Hold on a second. I'm not speculating anything. I'm showing you on video the head of the Ukrainian intelligence saying this. The guy died of... Hold on. Look at me. Hold on. You tell me why he would say that.
You know those 47-year-old guys in prison that just die of natural causes.
Adam, blame Pfizer.
So, Vinny,
blame Pfizer. Maybe he was vaccinated.
By all estimations, how old are you, by the way?
45.
You got 2 more years, buddy.
You're being a ridiculous guy.
Tom, I'm shocked you made it this long. You're 62 years old.
No.
By natural causes, it should have been gone years ago.
Adam, I think you got to be careful with something because you're now proclaiming the media to be this paragon of truth for your. Hey, let me finish.
It's not like I'm saying for media. I'm actually giving you sources.
Sure. Now you can. How about we go back 3 years ago and we talk about all the sources that were aligned on the Steele dossier.
But that's why I'm giving you left and right.
Left and right had the Steele dossier wrong.
Okay. I guess, guys,
the media is hardly
is the end all be all on Alexei Navalny.
No,
not the Guardian, not Al Jazeera, not CBS, not the Independent, not PBS, not Reuters.
Adam,
Vinny.
I got you.
So all the majority are left.
Do me a favor. If there was a Vinny.com, how would it be spelled?
Yeah.
Would you want to
V-I-N-I-E? I'm
100%.
Can you spell it with a Y, see if Vinny.com is available or not?
It's going to be some Italian guy like this.
Watch, as long as if it goes to porn site, just hang tight before you show the guys in the back.
There's no Vinny.
Vinny?
Oh, I know Vinny.
Who's this freaking guy?
Coppola, I know this guy.
Do you really?
I know Vinny. Yeah, he was in a mafia sketch we did.
He owns Vinny.com.
He owns Vinny.com.
Good for him
Ross,
to
can you
own
try
Vinny.com.
a different name?
And he's an acting coach. What about Vinny was right?
How about this?
VinnyWasRight.com.
Beanie.com. With
Beanie.
B-I-N-N-I-E.
Okay, VinnyWasRight.com is available.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.